Hi everyone! I have just propped my camera up on my windowsill and I think I should probably sit up a tad higher. Also, there's my laundry behind me, which kind of makes it look a bit more artsy and like I wish it was like this though. Okay, there we are. So I just propped my camera up on the window and it's beautiful and sunny outside, and I got ready, did my hair, did my makeup, put some clothes on, and from watching this clip you wouldn't know that this is my third attempt to start a video or a vlog of that sense, but I haven't been successful thus. My cat just jumped down, thanks. I haven't been successful thus far because I started filming and then I stopped and then I felt like stupid and like it wasn't what I wanted to put out. I have one video just sitting in my YouTube like to be posted section essentially, but I haven't posted it because I don't know how to start, for a fact. I think that's that. I want to kind of like keep this section of the video as brief as I can, but I'm a rambler and I'm a talker. So that's that. So if you are on this video because you are subscribed to me, thank you for still being interested, although I haven't really posted in a really long time. If you just came across this video, then hi. This is my channel and I have had this lingering dream and almost like internal calling to try and make my best out of this, because what is my cat doing? Because I would absolutely love. I just always had this dream of creating content ever since I started watching YouTube and like trying my own with it, but I always feel like I maybe haven't been as committed as I should have, or life just threw different things at me that I had to figure out first, like it did in the past year. It's just I have my blog, which I absolutely love and I religiously kept up for years, and everything sort of social media, which is my outpour of creativity, kind of was left out of the doorstep for various reasons. I had a very tough time coming to terms with the fact that what I went to uni for is actually something I really don't want to do and I cannot imagine myself doing for the rest of my life. So that kind of like was a hard realization for me. And then I had a lot of career changes, which the reason why why it was probably a bit easier for myself to not go through, and why it was a bit easier for me to not do the typical go to uni, like get a degree and work in the field you studied for, is because I successfully worked in a different field towards the end of my studies. So there was some sort of career, there was an income, like I wasn't stranded necessarily. I was stranded emotionally, but I luckily was able to settle into a job that I really liked. But I think it was a lesson for me, but I think I wanted a bit too much too quickly. And instead of seeing what a company that I have loved working for years had in store for me, I changed employers twice. It wasn't a very pleasant time twice, especially from like January, I would say like December, January onwards. My mental health really spiraled out of control. There were a few like traumatic things happening, which I'm not going to talk about because it's just all like, it's not all healed properly. And I don't really want to talk about it right now. So, so my mental health really spiraled out of control. It was very scary. I didn't have a good time. And I'm still dealing with the after effects of it now. And especially like with all things going on with like COVID and the feeling of so many like political systems like crashing for the right reasons. Obviously, it just has been so much. And I've talked about this on Instagram, and I know that my struggles might seem small compared to like the big picture of what's going on, but that doesn't mean that my struggles aren't valid. And it was the first time, like, I have always been kind of like an anxious person, and I have experienced anxiety and panic attacks in my life, but for a different reason. And to like experience anxiety, panic attacks, and depression to the severity that I have, it has been really scary, honestly. Like, I'm very fortunate because I am able to seek help. I am able to get help. I have a very good support system around me. And most importantly, I was able to leave a toxic situation that caused everything to spiral out of control. And actually, funnily enough, go back to the place I worked at for years prior, like very happily. Like, I had a great time there, absolutely loved it. Which is one of the biggest blessings that I'm like so grateful for, because I know not everyone is able to just walk away from a job, especially because it's my income. Like, again, I'm very privileged in the fact that I live with my partner and he works and makes good money. So even if times were tough, he would be able to provide for the both of us, which is not what I want, but it's just a very privileged situation to be in. And I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, it has been a tough journey, but I hope I'm still like, I'm 100%, like I'm so much better than I was even a few weeks, even a few months ago. But there's still a lot of work ahead and still so much I have to work through with my therapist. And but that has been the reason why I just felt like my creativity was just blocked out of my life. Like, it was more so that I felt like I didn't find joy in things again, which is one of the scariest feelings ever, because I heavily like rely on finding joy in the things I do. Like, that just keeps me going. And more so now than ever, I really want to try my best with this YouTube and like vlogging thing, because it just gave me so much happiness before, and I know it will do again. But yeah, that is just a general 10-minute ramble about my mental health. But I think it's so important to talk about this. Obviously, there's situations, or maybe you're in a position where you don't want to talk about these things, and I don't want to pressure anyone to do that. But I know for a fact that even opening up to family and friends and people on Instagram and stuff has been so helpful for my journey. But yeah, I just feel like, and I know for a fact that I'm not the only person feeling this right now, but I just feel like 2020 has been insane. Like, it has been, I cannot even put it into words, because it has been such a ride, and it has been so crazy. And the thing is, if I review what I had planned out in the beginning of 2020 and where I'm now, first of all, I'm a completely different person, I feel like. And obviously, like, the world situation, which, if you are into astrology, which is something I have always been into, spirituality, astrology, all these things, but I have been really focusing more on that during this time, because it kind of like helped me work through the wounds that I have, and like work through the thought process that I have, and it just gave me so much like tranquility and sense of self, which is amazing. Like, if you don't meditate and like go inwards and heal your wounds and do your shadow work, I highly recommend doing it. It's very painful, but I don't know, I have just been experiencing and like exploring that side of me. So if you want to hear more about like my spiritual journey, which, if you didn't know, and I'm not saying this because so many people like on TikTok, which I think is amazing, if you want to get into this, go on TikTok and try like getting the algorithm to show you like the cottagecore witch talk spiritual side of it, because I have learned so many things from there. I have always been into witchcraft and like spirituality, which the reason for that is because my grandma is actually a witch. Whenever I tell people this, they're always like, girl, what? But I think the reason, like, maybe it was like my spiritual awakening, or like getting to terms with my beliefs and spirituality, but it has always been like a thing in my life, because my grandma she is a Reiki master, and she does a lot of healing work, which I have seen firsthand how she does it, and it's insane. Like, if you have any sort of like weird skin conditions, my grandma can sort you out, because she does healing work like that. But yeah, it just has given me a great sense of peace and finding back to my inner peace, because one thing I have realized this year, and which was something I really had to come to terms with, because I always thought, because I'm a really bad perfectionist, I always thought that only if I achieve my highest version of perfectionism and self, and only if I accumulate as much material wealth as I could, I would be happy, which is so wrong on so many levels. So for me, it was a lot about like getting rid of my ego, and also realizing that all the nice things in life don't mean shit if you don't have inner peace. It really be like that. So yeah, I don't know where I wanted to go with this last bit of the ramble, but this is just what has been going on, and I've just felt like I couldn't properly vlog or start this journey without being like, hey, this is like, these are my struggles, and I'm sure that there will be days where I feel anxious, or where I have a few like depressive thoughts, or where I just don't feel myself, and where I feel like my inner peace is stirred up. But this is just, I cannot help it. Like, this is part of the journey, and part of so many else's journey. Like, this is what happens if you are bilingual. So yeah, this is what has been happening. But there have been so many, like, obviously due to COVID, I was at home for not working for 6 weeks. If you're wondering, I'm from Berlin, Germany, so I I think we have handled COVID quite well thus far. It's not over, but thus far, I think we can be very proud of ourselves. And I have been off work from March 17th, I think it was, until like April 23rd or something. So good chunk of time. And it was just so many like work through routines and stuff. So yeah. And now, which is something that I never thought I would struggle with in that sense, but it's probably part of this whole journey I've been on. My partner doesn't work in Berlin. He is gone throughout the week from Monday to Friday. And before all of this mess happened in my life, and before I experienced this whirlwind of mental health, I didn't really mind him being gone, because I'm a very like independent person, and I like doing my own things and like just being at work. And then like I love being home alone and I loved being home alone. That's more like it. I love being home alone and just doing my own things and kind of like relaxing in that way. And he has been off work from like the second week of March until I think he started again. This is his first full week back, actually. He was supposed to have his first full week back last week, but he came home a bit earlier because all of his like hours he had worked and things like that. I don't know. So this is his full first week back, Monday to Friday. And he has been, luckily, such a big part of my journey and so supportive. And I feel like he's almost like my safety, like security blanket to wrap around in when I don't feel very good, or when I have a very anxious day, or yeah, when these things arise. So it is kind of like painful to me to feel like, that sense of I love being home alone is gone all of a sudden. I really don't like that, and I want to go back to that peaceful state. But yeah, it's Monday. If you're wondering, I have most Mondays off because I work Saturdays a lot. So yeah, it's a Monday off. I just caught you up on my almost 20 minutes. I hope I can cut some of this down. If you have made it this far, thank you so much. But we are starting this Monday. The weather outside is beautiful. So I figured I would dedicate this Monday to, first of all, I have to go to my horsey because she had a very bad like operation, because in the midst of COVID and the world going to shambles, my mum got really sick and was like in hospital for a good chunk of time. Both of my horses got really sick. One of them had to have an operation, and the other one had to go on serious medication. We also have to move boarding facilities with the horses because the owners of the place we are at now very quickly decided to sell their place because COVID and some other things. So it has been going on. So I have to see her every day, walk her every day, change her bandages every day. So are we going to do this now? And I'm also going to take my tripod, my camera, and the self-timer, which is my phone. And I'm going to take some pictures for the blog and for Instagram, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to do it by myself. I usually have my mum or my sister or like my boyfriend help me, but none of them is available today. So, and I really want to kind of like figure out if I can shoot all by myself, because that would be really helpful for the future. I also have a bag of like things to donate, few clothes. These are mainly clothes that kind of like remind me of when my mental health first like really got out of control. And to be honest, they're still like, also I cut myself a fringe during quarantine, and it's now growing out, and I want to grow it out, and it's just like at this very like weird length at the moment. But anyway, They're in perfect condition, so I'm going to donate them for someone else to wear, but I just don't have very good memories attached to them and they don't make me happy, as Marie Kondo says, so they gotta go. Okay, 20 minutes is enough. Let's start. Okay, so I have this cute reusable TK Maxx bag that I'm gonna put a few clothes in, and I'm potentially like, look at the state of my closet. Look at this. This is my boyfriend's trash that he's like refusing to take out. But hi babies. You wanna get inside? Come on then. Come on. Okay. Looks like my cat is, oh no, this is not a bag for him. But a few things that I wanna shoot. Let me just figure out my camera today. So I want to make it quick and easy. I have a few locations in mind, so I hope they work. Sometimes I have things in mind and they don't work. I'm going to take this stripy blouse for a maybe location, and I'm just going to keep on wearing the jeans that I'm currently wearing. Then I have kind of shot this polka dot dress, but not really. And I bought this at H&M in the winter time, I think. But it's like this tulle, like polka dot dress, which I think is really cute. It's very like voluminous. Doing this with one hand. It's a bit tricky. Okay, 2 things in. Then I have to sort out my jeans because I was just looking for a pair of jeans. I'm gonna take this jumper from Zara, which I wanted to shoot for a while, and I'm quickly, the question is, oh, here's one thing I want. No, it doesn't work. Okay, the question is, do I want to take, like, look at all my dresses like spilling out of this drawer. Do I want to take another dress just in case? I thought about maybe taking this one, which I still love. It's from like Lorna Luxe Eggs in the style. The thing is, guys, like, I'm gonna be honest, I love Lorna. And I love the design ideas, and I'm still absolutely like obsessed with this print. And the thing is, once you wear this dress, it looks lovely on. But I just don't think In the Style has the best materials. I haven't ordered from her recent collections at all. I just really like obsessed over this print, and I funnily enough have one of her tops on today, which they are lovely, like cut-wise and style-wise, they are beautiful, but I just don't really like the material. I mean, it's like, it's a beautiful dress, I'm not gonna lie, which is why I'm gonna take it. But, wait, let me. But she just had shown on her Instagram that she has a new collection like coming, her summer collection. I think it's like Act 2. And she wore this amazing like white and blue floral maxi dress, which I loved. Like, when I saw it, I was like, this is amazing and I want to have it. So I'm just a bit hesitant. I think I'm gonna see how much it will come in at and then maybe order, because I mean, it looks beautiful, but I'm not too sure about the material. So I don't know. If you have ordered from one of her recent collections, please let me know how the material is holding up, because I wasn't too happy too long ago. So I would love to know. Yeah. So a quick change to my phone, because obviously I cannot use my big camera because I'm going to shoot on it. But I've just got to where I want to shoot, which is right there. You cannot see it, but it's like a wildflower meadow. The only problem is it's super bright, and usually, like, this is not a street really, and I usually wouldn't drive down here, but I couldn't carry all my equipment down. So I hope, like, I mean, it's Monday, not many people are around, but I hope I'm not getting into trouble. I also really want to change because I don't want to shoot. Oh, I'm just gonna have a grasshopper in my car. Amazing. At one with nature. At one with nature. I don't want to shoot this top. I want to shoot my jumper, but it's kind of hot. And the light is very bright, so I have to see how that will work. Because so many bugs, because I usually don't shoot when it's that bright. So let me figure that one out. I am back home. I'm sorry that I didn't really vlog that much while being out, like taking photos, but I obviously was using my camera and food is sizzling away because I'm making some bolognese. But I kind of had to figure out this whole like shooting with a tripod situation for myself first. But I think it went kind of successfully. I just have to find my way with it a little bit, but for what I've seen on my camera, I think the photos turned out very nice. So I cannot wait to cook some food, eat something, and then edit what I have shot. So I'm gonna see how I can show you that, because obviously the memory card I'm using to vlog is also the memory card I shot the pictures on. But we're gonna figure out something. Yeah. I think it just went very well. I had a lovely morning / midday, and now I'm literally starving because I was out for a bit longer than I anticipated, but all for the gram. It's a bit later now and I'm looking a bit worse for wear because I am in my comfies. But I have edited all the photos that I took today, and I'm very happy with them, for like me being the photographer and the person in front of the camera. Again, I think I have to kind of perfect that a bit more, but other than that, I'm very happy with the results. So if you want to see them, make sure to check out my Instagram. I think other than that, I'm not gonna do much today. I'm just gonna enjoy being at home, not having much to do, watching a bit of Modern Family, maybe playing a bit of Animal Crossing, and I will try and make these like Monday vlogs a usual thing, because I'm usually off on Mondays. So I think we could make a little routine out of this. If you have any questions, any requests, any ideas as to videos, please let me know. And I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in my next one.